Welcome back to the Auto Insider, where you come to find out what's new, what's hot, and what's not in the automotive industry. This week we have the 2023 Toyota Supra, and this one has 3 pedals. That's right, this is the inline 6 turbo with a 6-speed manual transmission. That's enough out here. Let's get in there. So we won't waste any time talking about all this stuff like climate control, safety features. Let's talk about this, the elephant in the room. Ever since Toyota introduced the Supra back to the market, everybody has been asking for this manual transmission. And finally, in 2023, you can get it. Only in the 6-cylinder, but you can get it. Not quite as fast on the 0 to 60 times as the automatic, but it's a lot more fun to drive. Driving the Supra gives me a bit of a mixed emotion. This is not my first time driving the Toyota Supra. And the GR, great power, great acceleration, great handling. But my mixed emotions come from what I call the cheat clutch. It's kind of like a cheat code. Rev matching, I love. That's great for speed shifting. It's great for competition. It does keep the RPMs up, keep the horsepower going. All that is great. But there's a part of me that likes the GR86 that we just tested recently, just did a review on. That clutch is like the clutch that I learned how to drive on back in the 80s. You know, no hole. Well, it did have a hole function for heels, but you can turn that feature off. But there's no rev matching, so you have to listen to the engine and learn the car. And you become one with the car. And here in the Supra, this rev matching and the hole for heel assist takes that away. And for anybody who just wants a manual transmission to say that you have one, okay, you got it, it's here. But I still feel like it's almost like a cheat code. Aside from that, I think I love this car.
And this is just one of the reasons. As you can see, even if I miss a shift, this rev matching and the intelligent manual transmission makes up for any of my novice mistakes. Now, this is the winding road that I like to take sports cars on and show the handling prowess, but unfortunately, we had wet roads for the majority of the time that we had the Supra GR. So this is only going to show you a little bit of what it can do. But trust me, this car's limits were nowhere near being pushed on my drive. But while we can't show you all of the dynamic driving ability of this vehicle, we can demonstrate the difference in the drive modes. Just check out this exhaust note here. Let me know if you can tell when we go from normal to sport. I know, that was pretty obvious, but what's not so obvious is the minor adjustments that Toyota made to the center console to allow for easier gear shifts and access to your drive modes. That was a really minor adjustment there, but it played a big role. And speaking of big roles, these aren't the most supportive sports seats we've ever seen, but they do hold you in your seat, and it's not much room for you to move around anyway. And speaking of room, Toyota saved all the room in this Supra for this inline 6 and less for anything else.
You may be able to squeeze one golf bag in there, but your buddy's going to have their own Supra.
And while extra storage space is not necessary, nor does it come standard, these 4-piston Brembo brakes do. And if you're looking for the performance out of this Supra, these Michelin Pilot Sport Super Summer tires come in handy as well. We also like the addition of these carbon fiber mirror covers. No real performance aspects here, but it looks kind of cool against this bright yellow paint.
That's all the time we have today on the Auto Insider. But for more of what's new, what's hot, and what's not, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, then download the SoundCloud app and listen to all of our reviews in their entirety. The 2023 Toyota Supra, inline 6, turbocharged, 6-speed manual transmission. If this isn't hot, I don't know what is. Now, before you start commenting, yes, I know there are cars that are faster. There's some that may even look a little bit better. But with the heritage of the Supra and the fact that Toyota had the guts to bring it back, and that they listened to all of you and put this manual transmission in this inline 6, I think Toyota should get kudos, thumbs up for this one. Till next week, I'm Daryl Killian for the Auto One.